Welcome to Hollywood Information. In this video, we are going to take a deep dive into one of the most iconic sitcoms of all time, Seinfeld. First premiering in 1989, this show became a cultural phenomenon and is still celebrated today as a show about nothing that shaped comedy forever. 1. Newman, Jerry's nemesis and Kramer's sidekick, was played by Wayne Knight. He first appeared in Season 2 and quickly became a fan favorite with his sneaky, mischievous personality and his memorable "Hello, Jerry." Now, Wayne Knight went on to act in numerous films and shows, including Jurassic Park, Toy Story 2, and Space Jam. He voiced iconic characters in animation, such as Al in Toy Story 2. Knight has remained active in both TV and film, making guest appearances in shows like Hot in Cleveland and Narcos. His role as Newman continues to be one of his most recognized performances. 2. Estelle Costanza then. Estelle Harris played George's loud, dramatic, and overbearing mother, Estelle Costanza. Her hilarious shouting matches with Frank, played by Jerry Stiller, became some of the show's most memorable moments. Now, after Seinfeld, Estelle lent her distinctive voice to characters in animated films, most famously Mrs. Potato Head in the Toy Story franchise. She continued acting well into her later years before passing away in 2022 at the age of 93. Her comedic timing and unique voice left an unforgettable mark on television and film. 3. Frank Costanza then. Jerry Stiller played Frank Costanza, George's hot-headed father, known for his outrageous arguments and hilarious one-liners. His character helped popularize the holiday Festivus, which has since become part of pop culture. Now, after Seinfeld, Jerry appeared in The King of Queens as Arthur Spooner, another memorable sitcom role. He also worked alongside his son, Ben Stiller, in films like Zoolander. Sadly, Jerry Stiller passed away in 2020 at the age of 92. He remains remembered as a comedic legend with a career spanning over 60 years. 4. Susan Ross then. Heidi Swedberg played Susan Ross, George's fiancée who tragically dies after licking toxic wedding envelopes. Her character was quirky, and her death became one of the darkest and most shocking moments in sitcom history. Now, after Seinfeld, Swedberg appeared in shows like ER and Roswell. Eventually, she stepped away from acting to focus on her music career. Today, she is a professional ukulele player and teacher, performing with her band, Heidi Swedberg, and the Suki Jump Band. 5. Jerry Seinfeld then. Jerry Seinfeld wasn't just the star of the show. He was also its co-creator along with Larry David. In 1989, Jerry played a fictionalized version of himself, a New York stand-up comedian dealing with life's absurdities. His dry wit, observational humor, and uncanny ability to make the mundane hilarious made him the perfect centerpiece of the show. Now, after Seinfeld ended in 1998, Jerry continued performing stand-up worldwide. He created the popular web series Comedians in Cars, Getting Coffee in 2012, where he chats with fellow comedians while driving classic cars. Today, Jerry remains one of the wealthiest comedians in the world, with an estimated net worth in the hundreds of millions. He lives quietly with his wife Jessica and their 3 children, but still occasionally appears in comedy specials. His legacy as a pioneer of observational comedy remains untouched. 6. Elaine Benes then. Julia Louis-Dreyfus joined Seinfeld as Elaine Benes after the original pilot. Elaine was witty, confident, independent, and often unpredictable, a role that broke away from traditional female sitcom stereotypes at the time. She quickly became one of the show's most beloved characters. Now, Julia went on to become one of the most successful television actresses in history. She starred in the new adventures of Old Christine and later in HBO's Veep, where she won 6 consecutive Emmy Awards for her role as Selena Meyer. She also voiced roles in Pixar films like A Bug's Life and Onward. After battling and recovering from breast cancer, Julia continues acting, producing, and advocating for health and environmental causes. She is often considered one of the greatest comedic actresses of all time. 7. George Costanza then. Jason Alexander played George Costanza, Jerry's neurotic, insecure, and often selfish best friend. George's character was largely based on Larry David, and his constant bad luck and questionable decisions became a running joke throughout the series. Now, Jason has worked consistently in film, television, and theater. He starred in movies like Shallow Hal and lent his voice to animated projects such as Duckman and Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Alexander also appeared in TV shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm, Young Sheldon, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Beyond acting, he has directed television episodes and is an accomplished Broadway performer. Today, Jason continues to act and occasionally returns to stand-up comedy. 8. Cosmo Kramer then. Michael Richards played Kramer, Jerry's eccentric neighbor, known for his wild entrances, quirky ideas, and slapstick physical comedy. Kramer's unpredictable behavior, bizarre business schemes, and unforgettable quirks made him one of the most iconic characters in sitcom history. Now, after Seinfeld, Richards starred in The Michael Richards Show, though it lasted only a short time. His career was later overshadowed by a widely publicized controversy in 2006 after a racist outburst during a stand-up performance. Since then, Richards has kept a relatively low profile, occasionally appearing in interviews or small projects. Despite the controversy, Kramer remains a beloved TV character, and Richards' talent for physical comedy is still admired. From Jerry's observational humor to Kramer's wild entrances, from George's neuroses to Elaine's confidence, Seinfeld wasn't just a sitcom. It was a revolution in comedy. These 8 actors helped create unforgettable characters that still make us laugh decades later. Some have gone on to legendary careers, others chose quieter lives, and a few have sadly passed away, but together they created television history. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with other fans of Seinfeld and classic television. Thanks for watching.